for University of Georgia basketball.
Will stand. It'll be Georgia ball with 29.1 seconds to go. I think the difference there is probably because they didn't call it on the floor to begin with.
I believe you're right, because
Santo did give him a good whack right in the back
really
when he tried to get in there for the rebound.
But you could, like you pointed out, how do you upgrade something that wasn't called?
Yes. All right, we're going to play on. 73-72. Tennessee leads Georgia by 1. Dogs have the ball. Shot clock is off.
And Smurf is on the floor. If you want a guy that can beat a shot, beat a buzzer.
Smurf's got the ball. Now he feeds it back to Ross, and he'll bring it over the timeline right to left. Ross spins in the lane, attacks the basket, flips it up, left it short. Off the left side of the glass, Tennessee rebound and a foul. Foul was on Cannon Catchings. Ross missed the spinning layup, and Tennessee got the rebound, and they're going to shoot free throws. Both teams double bonus now. 19 seconds in regulation. 2 free throws coming for Tennessee, and they lead by 1. Surprise you a little bit with that much time left that we attacked the basket and didn't try to hold for the last shot?
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, he had a great... Let's face it, he had a great shot at it. He went in, there was nobody.
Gillespie misses the free throw for Tennessee.
All right, now what you cannot let happen is them get an offensive rebound here.
Gillespie's second free throw. Ball's in the air, and it's good. He's got 21. Tennessee by 2. 74-72. Georgia basketball, 15 seconds to go. Smurf off the hop on the right side. Now in the corner. And timeout, Georgia. Mike White leans into A.J. Desai, one of the officials, and says, I need a timeout. And they want to use a full timeout right here. With 11.1 seconds to go in regulation, Tennessee leads the Dogs 74-72.
Wow. What a finish. How many times have we said that this year? I mean, it seems like every game we're playing.
More times than it's pleasant to say it.
Yeah, well, my goodness.
Yeah, it's been a bunch.
Yeah, I really don't question him going straight for the... Listen, they had a chance to make that shot. That was not an unmakeable shot that Jordan took. He came under the basket. He had a wide open shot, and he just missed it. Well, that happens. But... I'm not at all surprised that you did, because there was still so much time left. You'd have had the game tied, and so much time left on the clock.
Dogs have the ball with 11.1 seconds to go. We haven't made a field goal in almost the last 3 minutes of the game.
So you're saying we're due?
Yes. And whether it's a 2 or a 3, well, that's top secret, right? That's what's being discussed in the huddle right now as Georgia took a full timeout. Dogs tonight shooting 49% for the game. Tennessee's overall percentage at 44%, but they have shot much better than that here in the second half. Almost 60% for the half. And they've toasted us on the glass. 46 rebounds to 24 tonight. A lot of second chance points. You've heard that storyline. 21-2. Second chance points for Tennessee over Georgia this evening. All right, Ross to inbound. Okpara will guard the inbound in front court on the far sideline.
You got to give Jordan a little room over there.
That's what Pat Adams is telling the 6'11 Felix Okpara. So Ross just throws it into the backcourt, and Smurf chases it down. Clock ticks at 8. Smurf attacks against Boswell. Down 2, spins, layup. Good with 3.6. Smurf with the spinning layup. He's done it again to tie the game at 74 with 3.6 to go.
He faked that guy out of his shoes. He pulled up right at the baseline faked to his right, and that guy bit big time, and he just spun to his left, and there it was, the glass, the basket, and the ball all alone.
Tennessee has 3.6 seconds to get the ball up the length of the floor to try to win the game. We've tied it at 74 with Smurf's lay-in. 10 points now for Millender. Both teams break away from their huddles. And Tennessee will inbound and try to get up a game winner. And the Dogs will try to snuff it out and go to overtime. Unless something else crazy happens, like a steal and a game-winning basket in regulation. 3.6 seconds. Jacoby Gillespie to inbound the basketball. The official vehemently telling him, you can run the baseline. They're running Ament through traffic. Throw it into Okpara. Back to Gillespie. Clock at 1. All the way to the rim just about. He floats it up from 8 feet and missed it.
Wow.
Well, he got in the paint deep.
He got way too easy a shot.
He let it go with about 0.8 of a second left.
Now, what I
just
hope
on the right lane line, it rolled over the rim, Chuck, and fell off.
What I hope is that was Tennessee's best chance to win.
Well, we're going to overtime. We'll find out. 5 minutes on the clock when we come back. Tied at 74. Georgia and Tennessee headed to free basketball on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Going to overtime again. 4th overtime game for the Dogs so far this season. Georgia 1-2 in those overtime games. We lost an overtime game to Clemson over in Charleston, South Carolina back in November. Played another overtime game in the SEC opener and a win over Auburn. And then another overtime game here on our home floor in a 2-point loss to Ole Miss. This is number 4 of the year. 74-74, Georgia and Tennessee tied and trying to determine a winner here in the next 5 minutes.
I'm looking at personal fouls, and like you pointed out, they have 2 guys on the floor with 4.
Yeah, and that's key, too. One is Gillespie, their point guard, and the other is Estrella, who's done a good job for them on the glass tonight, and he also has a dozen points.
And we have nobody with 4 fouls.
No, Kane has 3, Bailey has 3, and that's really it as far as anybody being in any kind of a sticky situation. Leading scorer for the Dogs, Cannon Catchings. He has 20 tonight. That has matched his season high total. And then we've got a couple of guys with 10 points. Smurf, who got that game-tying basket with 3.5 seconds left just moments ago. He's got 10. Jordan Ross has 10.
I'll tell you what, that move by Smurf, that was beautiful. I mean, the way he left that defender, and they were down low on the right side of the basket, and he stopped dead, faked that guy right, and when he bit, boy, Smurf spun like a ballerina and to his left, and there it was. I mean, he had nobody there, and he just laid it right off the glass and in.
This will be Tennessee's second overtime game of the year. They played a double overtime game against Texas A&M earlier this month in Knoxville and beat the Aggies 87-82 in double overtime. Dogs will start the overtime with Blue Kane, Jeremiah Wilkinson, Somto, Surreal Cannon catching, Smurf Millender. Tennessee with Boswell, Ament, Gillespie, Okpara, and Estrella. And two of those guys, once again, with 4 fouls for Tennessee. Jump ball to start the overtime. Somto and Okpara in the center circle. Pat Adams to toss it up. 74 apiece. Pat Adams trying to adjust where everybody can stand. He's trying to move Blue out a little bit, and Ament is right with him.
I think Somto was asking Okpara, how's your head?
Both Blue and Ament are looking at Pat Adams like, where do you want us to stand? There's the toss and the tap hit on the way down by Somto. Smurf has to chase it down on the near sideline down to our right. And he had to tightrope it to stay in bounds with it. But Georgia has the possession to start overtime. Catchings on the right wing, works against Okpara. Into the paint, jumps into Felix Okpara, draws the contact, and a foul is called on the Tennessee big. And that's going to put Cannon on the line for 2 free throws. Catchings with 20 and looking for more here at the line. That's foul number 4 on Okpara.
Wow. Mike Mobley, who does such a great job, is our basketball communications expert.
Free throw by Catchings, no good.
Just sent me a text. This is our 4th overtime game, as you pointed out. That's the school record in a season. 4. And this is the SEC. We've probably got another couple of these.
Oh, Cannon missed them both. Second free throw is too deep off the back of the rim. Tennessee with the rebound and the ball. We're tied at 74 in overtime. Dogs miss an opportunity to take the lead. Boswell dribbles on the logo for Tennessee between the circles. Fires to his left to Ament. Bounce pass to Gillespie in the corner. Shot fake. Misses the 3. Offensive rebound. Estrella. Reverse lay-in is good. He pump faked, slid to the right side of the rim, and laid it up and in.
Well, you just knew if they missed, they'd come down with a rebound.
76-74 Tennessee in overtime. They lead by 2. Smurf. One-handed pass to Wilkinson. Catch and shoot 3. Missed the banker. Rebound tapped out to Smurf. They foul him, but they don't call it. He dribbles and backs up. On the logo. Crossover. Tries to go by Boswell into the paint. Pump fake. Layup good. Estrella didn't foul. He's got 4. He just kind of held his verticality.
Yeah, he had to.
Smurf scored by him. Dozen for Smurf. 76 all. Overtime with 3:34 remaining. Tennessee basketball. Ament dribbles and listens to his head coach. Over on the right side of the floor. Hands off to Gillespie now with 9 to shoot. Gillespie to Boswell. High left wing. Inside to Estrella. Jump hook good from the left edge. Right on the edge of the paint. Estrella has both of their overtime baskets. Tennessee by 2, 78-76. Catchings for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Gillespie gets the rebound for Tennessee. Vols have a 2-point lead in the ball. Less than 3 minutes to go in overtime here in Athens.
We can't get second chance opportunities, and they get them.
Corner 3, good by Ament. Ouch, that one stings. 19 for the freshman. He had 2 at the half. 81-76, 5-point lead for the Vols. Almost turned over by Wilkinson, but Smurf able to get to the loose ball. Smurf dribbles head of the key. Dribbles inside the 3, outside the 3. Now shoots a long jumper, hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Tennessee and a foul on Georgia.
Fouls on Somto.
Somto with his 3rd, and 2 free throws coming up for the Vols. They lead by 5. 81-76, and Bishop Boswell at the line for Tennessee, a 6'4" guard. 60% shooter at the line this season. He's got 10 points tonight, and he's 2 for 2 from the line. Right-handed shooter, free throw number 1 is off the front of the rim and no good. Tennessee's outscored the Dogs in overtime 7-2 so far. We've got 2:26 to go. And they lead by 5. Boswell, second free throw. Ball's in the air and good. Missed the first, made the second. He's got 11, and the lead is 6 for Tennessee, 82-76. This matches their largest lead of the game. Smurf on the dribble off the right wing, head of the key now. Changes directions in the paint. Layup good. He got by Estrella again. Smurf with 14. He's scoring from that right side over and over again. 82-78, Tennessee by 4. Vols with the ball. They'll throw a long lob pass to Ament. And it looked like a wide receiver running a sideline route. He caught it and took it over the timeline. Tennessee now lobs it down on the block to Okpara. Through the paint to Estrella. Low pass. He dropped it, picked it up. 9 to shoot for Tennessee. Ament has it. Open 3. Missed it. Catchings goes up with 2 hands to rebound it for the Dogs. Cannon brings it across the timeline. Feeds Ross. He dribbles left of the lane. Lobs it back to Smurf. He tried to drive it in, but Ament walled him off. Dogs down 4. Catchings, floater, right side. Gonna rattle and roll. Good. Cannon Catchings with a season high 22 points.
Got it back to within 2.
82-80. Tennessee by a basket. 67 seconds to go in overtime. Ament with the ball in backcourt on the logo. Gives it back to Gillespie over the timeline. Less than a minute to play in overtime. Guys in orange lead by 2. Gillespie with 4 fouls. Backs away from Smurf. They're trying to screen. Gillespie still dribbling. Beyond the 3. Step back. 6 to shoot. Gillespie kills the dribble. Feeds Boswell. He's trapped. Throws it to the post. Estrella goes up high with one hand to make the grab. And there's a whistle and a foul on Georgia.
They get Smurf?
They did. Smurf with a late foul. I say late in the clock. And that puts J.P. Estrella on the line at 6'11". Redshirt sophomore forward going to shoot a pair right here.
Boy, he's played a terrific game for them tonight.
Second trip to the line for him. He's a 73% shooter. Right-hander, free throw is good, all net. Yeah, he has played very well. 16, make it 17 points now. He only averages 8.5 a game. He's doubled that tonight. Second foul shot in the air, short. Front of the rim, rebound Ross. Tennessee by 3 with 36 seconds to go in overtime. 83-80. Smurf drives. Right edge of the lane. Cross court to Catchings for 3. Airballed it.
Wow.
Boswell underneath got the rebound, and we fouled him underneath.
And Mike White immediately jumped out and patted Cannon on the rear end and said, hey, good try. That was, that's what you want to do. You don't want to hurt that young man's confidence. He's too good a player.
Well, he's got 22 tonight. He just missed that shot short. Tennessee's going to shoot foul shots with 24.5 seconds to go. We're in overtime at Stegman Coliseum. 83-80. Tennessee leads the Bulldogs tonight with 24.5 seconds remaining. Boswell back on the line for Tennessee. Went 1 of 2 on the last trip. Free throw number 1. That one's good. Boswell with 12 points tonight for the Volunteers. Averages 6 a game. Vols lead by 4 with another free throw to come. Dogs with a little bit of a climb here with 24.5 seconds left in overtime. And we're down 5 now as the free throw is good. 85-80. Smurf attacks, left-hand dribble. Steps back behind the 3. Here it comes, and good! Smurf with a huge 3 right in front of our bench.
My goodness.
2-point lead for Tennessee. 16.8 to go. Smurf with 17. Tennessee to inbound to Okpara, and Somto puts his hands on his back and fouls the Tennessee big man. That's 4 on Somto. And that's going to put Okpara on the free throw line. He's a 63% foul shooter. Okpara will slowly walk to the right end of the floor. He'll be there for 2 shots. Tennessee by 2. 85-83, 15.7 to go. Felix Okpara, 1 of 2 tonight. 5 points, 11 rebounds in the game. Right-handed shooter, transfer from Ohio State. And he misses the first free throw off the left side of the rim. One shot for Okpara here with his team leading by 2. Ball's in the air, free throw is good. 3-point lead for Tennessee and a timeout.
Well, we got a chance.
Yes, we do. It's a 1-possession game. It's a 3-point lead for Tennessee with 15.7. And we'll take a timeout here in overtime. 86-83, Vols in front at the moment over the Dogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
At Piedmont, quality care changes lives. Meet Amarius, a former UGA football player and current NFL athlete who suffered a serious injury. Piedmont got him back in the game.
When I got injured, I was worried about my future in the game, but you and your team's expertise, care, and support reassured me from the start. I've been able to recover because of the quality care I received at Piedmont, and I'll always be grateful for your part in keeping my dreams alive.
Hear more at Piedmont.org/qualitycare. Piedmont, real change lives here.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit GeorgiaPower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Back here in Athens, we are in overtime. Georgia and Tennessee. The Vols lead the Dogs by 3, 86-83. We've got 15.7 seconds remaining in overtime. How about overtime session number 1? How about us?
That's a way to. There you go. That's the Scott Howard I know.
Dogs trying to get to their 17th win of the season. Tennessee staring at number 14. It's right within their grasp if they hold off the Dogs for this one final shot, if indeed that's how it works out.
And we were just talking about, Scott and I were just discussing, obviously Smurf is a guy you'd think maybe that's the guy you want to take this 3, and that is a guy I think that you do want to take it. But, he can create his shot with that little jab step and then step back. But if you're defending him, what you want is when he takes that jab step, don't buy it. Let it, because if he takes a jab step, let him go to the rim and lay it up. That's 2 points.
So Wilkinson not on the floor here for the final 15.7. Jeremiah tonight struggling.
Yeah, he's had a tough second half.
0 for 6 on threes tonight. The Dogs will go with Ross and Smurf and Kane at the guards. Catchings and Somto are the bigs. 15.7 seconds remaining. Tennessee 86, Georgia 83.
And look at this now. Full court pressure by the Vols. They want Georgia to take as much time as possible in the back court.
Now they back away from Ross, who will inbound it. And he throws it into Smurf. Clock ticks at 14. Smurf has the basketball over the timeline now with 11. Down 3. Kane takes a handoff between the circles. On the right wing now, guarded by Okpara. Back to Smurf. Smurf with 3, with 2 to the rack. Oh, you needed a 3. And he lays it in. 0.6 of a second left.
And Smurf
laid it up. It's a 1-point game.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
It needed a 3 at that late in the clock. And Tennessee is going to have possession, 0.6 of a second left, and leading by 1. We took the 2 and shouldn't have.
Wow.
And the officials are going back to the monitor now to
I don't know what you could be reviewing.
They didn't give us an indication as to what they're looking at now. 86-85 is our score. Time, perhaps? I think you're right, Adam. Just looking at the clock. Want to make sure they got every 10th of a second accurately.
Well, I tell you this, Mike White's coaching every 10th of a second. He's just made a substitution, put Dylan James back into the game. Long arms, make it difficult on them. Maybe intercept a pass and get off a quick shot.
Yeah, that's really about your only option. You gotta hope for a deflection and a steal, and hopefully you're somewhere on the floor where you can throw up a decent shot. If it's Tennessee, they probably just heave it down the floor, though, and get the ball away from the basket.
That would be the smart thing to do, but we've also seen them tonight run down the baseline with the. Guys make mistakes in pressure situations like this.
All right, Ament will inbound it for Tennessee. Catchings will guard the inbound. The freshman is still looking. He's moving along the baseline. They throw it into Estrella. We foul with Blue Cane, but the horn goes off and the clock hits 0. And that's going to be the ball game. They're not going to look at the clock now to put any more tenths back on. The game is over, and Tennessee has won it in overtime, 86-85.
Well, what a game. I mean, what an incredible basketball game. How we were even in this in the overtime, I have no idea. When you look at rebounding and second chance points and the way they shot in the second half, I mean, it's a head scratcher, And we came this close to pulling off a win.
Tennessee wins it. They improved to 14-6 now, 4-3 in the SEC. Georgia has lost 6 in a row now to Tennessee in the series. We dropped to 16-5 with the loss. Back-to-back losses for the first time this season. Lost to Texas on Saturday, now to Tennessee here on Wednesday. We're 4-4 in the league. We've got Texas A&M, the first-place team in the conference, coming into Athens Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air with you at 12:35 for Bulldogs basketball. Dogs and the Aggies this weekend at 1. Tough one for Georgia tonight. Tennessee wins it in overtime, 86-85. Stay tuned now for the Regions Locker Room Report. Put an extra Go Dogs in your wallet with the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/Go Dogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. We're back with the postgame right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dog fans, if there was some
Mad Dog Sports Radio, SiriusXM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Mick Kern with It Happened in Baseball. The Dodgers left Brooklyn, relocated to Los Angeles in time for the 1958 season, a move some people back east have never forgiven them for. Nonetheless, life in the California sun proved to be beneficial for the old Trolley Dodgers, as they've won the World Series 5 times since moving. They only managed to turn that trick once back in Brooklyn. The LA Dodgers also enjoyed a run of success at developing rookies. From 1979 to 1982, a Dodger freshman took home the National League Rookie of the Year honors. In 1979, it was pitcher Rick Sutcliffe, who was taken 21st overall by LA in the 74 amateur draft. He had a couple of cups of coffee with the team before emerging that season with an impressive 17-10 record. Sutcliffe will go on to win the 1984 Cy Young Award as top NL pitcher, but he was with the Cubs by then. In 1980, another Dodger pitcher, Steve Howe, was top rookie. Taken 16th overall in the 79 draft, Howe went 7-9 with 17 saves in his inaugural season. A year later, maybe the most famous of all Dodger rookie pitchers was none other than Fernando Valenzuela. The native of Mexico exploded onto the scene, going 13-7 in the shortened 1981 season. He had 11 complete games and 8 shutouts. That also nabbed him the Cy Young Award. Valenzuela went 3-1 in the postseason as the Dodgers won the 1981 World Series. Steve Sachs didn't pitch, but he still won Rookie of the Year honors for LA in '82. The second baseman hit .282 and
improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to win the SEC tournament.